It makes me realize how much turf dancing really did. It saved a lot of our lives for real. It gave me a sense of purpose. Me being Turfer girl, that's who I am to the world.
They know that you're the one to be beat. You are an original. You are that one. So you're always going to face heat.
Turfing is built on originality. And we can be inspired, everything what we get from each other, but you got to do it a different way. Like even looking at your video on the cliffhanger and clean how you bust a cliffhanger too. You got me practicing the shit, you feel me, with the neck roll, but everything has to look different.
People were so focused on being popular and being seen, you know what I'm saying, to try to get to some type of bag.
And from that point forward, I became the best turf dancer I can be. Labbing with Ronay, it took me out of the box that I was in. I'm a freestyle dancer. I gotta just move. I can't just stand here and do all of this. That's not doing nothing for me.
No, we're going to put them number one turfers up. Them ones, the only ones.
Man,
no,
y'all know what's up, man. We're back again. Subscribe, hit that subscribe button, youtube.com at TURFN_101. We still on the road to 10K. I haven't looked in like 2 days or so, but we was almost at 6K a couple days ago. So we going up there. And, you know, this is because of y'all. Thank you to y'all who tune in. And
we
people
love y'all
all over the world. You got to understand, this is not just Bay Area people, man. We getting a lot of looks from different cultures, and I appreciate that. I'm Ronay, the host. You got my co-host over there, the Lioness 88, also known as Nettie. What's poppin', Nettie? The games with the glasses on, looking fly though. I see you.
Thank you. You know, I'm trying to be like you. You know what I'm saying? When I grow up, you know.
Hey, we got go ahead. Well, we have who? What's your name? I see Jazz at the bottom.
I have to say this, you know,
I don't know how.
I have to introduce it because I don't know why it's just this narrative with the women. But Turfn Girl has always been my girl. I will love you forever. I'm rooting for you. You are the person that came in and the only person I've ever wanted to have the crown. I want to give you your flowers. I respect how you just change your whole style, but you're also not just a turfer, you're also a part of the rap week. Because we're having that too, because you're just a jack. Well, I don't want to call you a jack of all trades because I'm learning, you know, from my mentor and my partner that means things that a person that doesn't finish things. And you're amazing. You do community outreach. You do dance. You're an artist. And I just want to salute you, especially on your last event. And I saw you feel me suited and booted. So I have to give you your flowers first off. So I'm going to introduce Turfn Girl. Well, I know her as Turfn Girl. Her name is Jasmine. She gonna get an intro, but I had to give her flowers straight up all these years, all these decades. I love you. I will always love you and forever be in your corner. Thank you for still sticking it in with me from our original turf. You feel me, world? You're amazing to me, just to let you know. So go ahead. You introduce yourself now.
Thank you, sis. Well, I mean, honestly, with an introduction like that, there's not really too much to be said. Thank you so much, Nettie. But for those who don't know, they call me Turfn Girl of the Turf Nation. I've been turf dancing since 2008, and I'm here with two legends sitting with me right now. So they here to ask me a couple questions about my background. So I'm just happy to be here. I appreciate every single last one of them flowers you just gave me, girl. I'm smelling them all. Smelling them.
I can smell them through the screen. She gave you roses and tulips and carnations.
I'm telling you, everything.
And you deserve
I just want to say
Thank
this
you,
before I start getting the questions, because you know I have my boosty moment right now. Hey, you got chimmed at the last battle, but we gonna get to that. I just want to put that out there.
She always gets
no disrespect, because people be nice. But even even my wife don't know turfing like that, and she just knows it from seeing it, and she does hula, and she was like, "Oh, she was like, how?" And I was like,
"I need my big sister to teach me
that."
Hating.
Right, because y'all remember how dedicated I was beforehand. I'm like, I'm in this to win it. I really want to get this in the mindset that I went into before that battle, because I really spent some really good time in the lab though. I took it all the way back. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to smoke. I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to get in this lab. I'm going to work on this. I went all the way back to the foundation actually to prepare for that battle. I went back on the Turfn 101 page we on right now. I looked at all your videos on foundation and I worked on on everything, I took everything from the, you feel me, the buster, everything. I worked on it all in the lab 1-on-1, and I had a really good time getting back in the lab feeling
you look
not
good. You look good
33.
though. Like
Thank
everybody,
you.
I show you the video as like you just look put together, and that's why we was like, man, like what? But you know, it is what
You're
it
an
is.
original.
Like,
Even though you're still battling, honestly, and I remember like I tried so hard to like stay out the way, but promote you. Like when there's me, but then there's you. There's literally, you have to understand, just like I get the heat, it's total chim, because being in the lab with you is being in the lab with the actual foundation. You are an original. I remember telling, I think it was Shaka, he was like, yeah, you guys are legends, you're this and that. And I'm like, no, you are too. You're a literal vet. Like, you're a pioneer. Me, I'm just like a crack addict for the damn turf. And it's just different. Like, you know what I'm saying? But you literally have that same drive. When I see turfing, you know what I'm saying? It's you. So you need to understand, it's not that you're not good enough. It's they know that you're the one to be beat. You are an original. You are that one. So you're always going to face heat. So as long as you know that you got chimmed, it's not no hating shit. It's not no, oh, no, it's not me being bootsy or trying to get myself hyped up. No, you really got chimmed because you're going to get chimmed because you are what it is. There's me, there's you, there's D. Like everybody else, with all due respect to the women of the game, they can't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? They're not on your level. So the only way to put people like us on their level is to chim us, is to do foul shit, is to try to get some clickbaits off belittling us. So you better know you that motherfucker. And you kept it going when I was gone, when everybody else was gone, you were still fucking with it. And foundation is always going to win. You see how they trying to get back to the roots now. First, they make you feel like you're not doing enough or your style is just no. I can crump. I can do all this stuff. I don't want to tell the history too fast because we're going to get to that. But you are a turfer. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of you for holding it down. And I can understand that. And whatever we is. But when it's us versus everybody. Just know, I'm a rock with you. He gonna rock with you. Just remember that you are a vet. It's no longer you trying to prove yourself. It's like I'm teaching y'all. I'm coming here giving y'all battles you don't deserve. Know that.
Like, how did you? I mean, we gonna start abstract today since we on the battle. I'll reverse and get your history, but I literally just wanted to talk about this first, man. Because we did the interview days before the battle. That's how long ago it was when we did it, right? The first time. Oh, you went in with your mind state, whatever. Okay, but did you cruise through, or did it get tougher round by round, or was it like a breeze and then the end? You were like, what the fuck? What happened? Like, tell us your battle experience. Describe that day.
Even though, because it was the 3-way. I was just very determined to get through the first round. Those turf inks, that first round, especially when you're in a 3-way, you just got to give your all in it. So that's why that first round came out that way. I just instantly went to everything I worked on in the lab. And to the music can kind of throw you off. I think the song threw me off the second round.
Right.
But I went into it determined and focused. And when I look back at it, the clip that I posted on Instagram, I see what I could have done more, how I could have built on it, but just getting in the lab and just, I was just determined to get past that first round. Even though I didn't win, but I was just in it.
And I have to say something regarding that. We come from a time when you had to actually catch bodies. Never take personal those tournaments. They're like a way people can say, oh, it's good in this manner, but as turfers, you know what I'm saying? That doesn't help you evolve. That doesn't put you in an ultimate lab with the one-on-one. So it's cool, but don't feel like you lost or you're not good enough. Majority of them are fixed. Majority of them, they want to put the people who are closer to them on the pedestal, but your style is your style. Like, I could see you and Mika getting in a battle. You need your one-on-ones. And one thing that I need you to always do that I do. Yeah. One thing that I do and that keeps me focused, how you just said, I went back and looked. instead of studying other people and anything you need from me, because I'm done, as far as unless it's us that battles an outsider, because I can't do the internal drama. If it's other people versus us, it's good. But any and every single thing you need, I will give you everything I got, because you're not done yet. And we're going to bring it back to a point where it's back to one-on-ones. You can't feel defeated when it's more than just one-on-one. Those don't count. Look at how I got done when we were at San Francisco, and I had to speak on that. Like, hold on, I done gassed you, and you, and then I get this person, and now they couldn't wait to make the queen, not the queen. But that don't even count. Don't even take your notch out your belt. You're still you.
So how do you feel about those? So Nettie, you did a 3-on-3 too? You did a 3-way too, Nettie?
No, I was in the whatever it was, the 16
when the Turfn.
Yeah, I don't even remember what it was. I know I left that motherfucker in tears, feeling played. Like, what the fuck? I was mad. Corn, I remember Corn came all the way to see me. I was against a girl who barely even lifted her. She did a few and then you didn't. You doing the same shit on the mic. I'm like, hell no, this is really happening right now. And then you got all the girls who I've gassed and who don't want no smoke sitting there getting further than me. I'm telling you, do not be bothered. And this is with all due respect to everybody. People can actually feel how they want. You know what I'm saying? Because we the ones. We've been the ones since we was young teenagers. You know what I'm saying? So it's that shit right there. Do not feel defeated, because that's a tactic to defeating who are the best. That's the only way they can get close to us. So understand, stay ready and watch yourself. I'm obsessed with watching me.
I'm trying
and
to
then
say,
ask someone else how to do it.
Who what?
I'm like the a 3-way thing. Like, I don't get it because it just registered that you said you did a 3-way. Okay. Was there only 3? Was there only 3 y'all? Was there only 3 y'all in the competition?
No, some people had one-on-ones, but how would it go on those days? Because when you have everybody sign up, he'll try to pair everybody up and get you your own opponent. You won't know who it is ahead of time. But if too many women are in it, some of them have to go to a 3-way. And this is the second time I've been on a 3-way. They're kind of annoying. But yeah, that's how they really go. When there's too many people in a competition at one time. That's what was me.
I'm gonna say,
and the other girl.
I'm gonna say one thing I like about the popping world is, like, to me, that's kind of like weird. If you have an odd number of people, let's say I want to pair 2-on-2s and I have 13 people. What you do is you just do a top 8. You let everybody dance for a minute, back to back to back to back for the judges. All 13 people get their minute, and let the judges decide who are the 8 that's gonna go, or something like that. Instead of having, because what could happen, honestly, you have a 3-way, right? But then it could be at a disadvantage to somebody. I'm just going to keep it 100. You'll put you there, and then put a little kid there and see how many times you're going to win a 3-way. You feel me? Put a little kid in there.
It's tough because these kids keep beating me.
Like, and it's not.
Well,
and
at
it's
least
not
the
because
kids,
of the skill,
kids got to beat you. The kids got beat at the last one, and Rue cried.
Like, it's
and
not.
I
It's
literally,
like, I don't know. But,
was like,
you know.
I was like, Rue's crying. I was like,
because I remember.
Oh yeah, but Lil Rue. I like the fact that he's brave and he wants to battle adults consistently, and he knows that was the best I've ever seen him do against Crow. On a side note, but I knew that.
Look who they put him up against. Crow.
I didn't see that battle.
Lost.
Crow. It just happened at one of Johnny's last battles. It was Rue versus Crow. It was like, but he did. This is the best I've seen him do. He's developing more and more, but still, it was like, I mean, Crow. Like, we knew, like, Crow wasn't gonna play. He wasn't gonna play. He did Crow, right?
And then Austin,
we all gonna have that kind of problem against Crow.
Yeah, but look, Austin was against Ari.
He gonna send me home crying too. I'm gonna be crying.
Austin was against Arya. Like, Austin and Arya, it was the same.
Against Ari.
Yeah.
And they lost. So just understand that was a way to put people tactically above you, because sometimes it counts to build people up on their platform that they share with them. So understand, when it's to a kid, that's kind of what we're supposed to do. So just know you were doing your due diligence to the culture being somebody who like, I want to be like Turfn Girl. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just the hype, like you going dumb, everything. So whenever it's to a kid too, for sure, just think of it as you doing your due diligence. And now you're to the point where you're ranked so high where you can be like, bruh, stop playing with me. Don't put me up there against that person. You already know what time it is. I would have gassed them 5, 10, 20 years ago. You know what I'm saying? You damn near 20 years, in 2 years, it'll be 20 years in too, just like me. You know what I'm saying? You come on now. Now it's to the point, you're to a point where I'm at. You literally where I'm at. You don't never have to dance again if you want to. If you don't want to, you can make a whole bunch of videos just off the bat of you being you and coming from what you come from. Nobody has your history. You know what I'm saying? Nobody has your skill, being that you turned away from a culture where you started, because you didn't start here and you became this person. We're going to get to that in the interview to our viewers, but just understand, you just know that's no losses. That doesn't, don't put that, like how I say I got this to one, like, you feel me? I have one. You feel me? One loss. You know what I'm saying? One loss. And that's 18. That's what? Well, 22-1. Don't put them in your, I'm not putting that Johnny event in the city when we was all there. I'm not putting that under my 2. That doesn't even count. So just know that shit is practice for you. They're not on your level, no matter how the world is changing, how the turf game is evolving. You are not their equal. So remember that.
Yeah, I think it was fire that you went back in the lab.
You pumping me up. What you say?
Hey,
right. I'm loving what I'm hearing right now. I need to hear this.
Your footage was fire. I don't think you knew. Like I said, even like, man, because I bring my wife and kids to the battles and shit, and she watched your shit and she was like, oh, I think she's one of the best. Literally. I'll bring her in here right now because your round was fire. So that's why I wanted to get that out first, because it's like, let me talk about this shit.
Thank you.
Because I remember you, right when we interviewed, you said, I'm finna go to, I asked you, boy, what you gonna do? How you gonna laugh? You was like, I'm finna go back to the whoop. And you, in it showed. So tell the people, okay, let's rewind. Now we're gonna rewind back, y'all. My bad. We had to get that out, man, because that was shit.
Right.
All right. I'll talk about this all day. But where are you from? Tell the people where you from and how did turf dancing first enter your life? Like, let's hear your superhero X-Men origin story.
Well, for those who don't know, I'm Turfn Girl. I am from South Richmond, California. And the first time I ever saw turfing, it was just around being in Richmond at school. That's just the way that everybody danced in the Bay Area. I remember seeing it in the 8th grade. I remember a boy in school in my English class, he did the drop. He did the Oakland drop. But I thought it was dope how he did the drop and he could hop around with it. You feel me? And he was throwing shit on. I'm like, oh, that's clean. Like, how did he do that? You feel me? That's like one of the first real moves I've seen. But then Chris Brown came out. I was 12. That's who inspired me to want to dance, but I needed that style of my own. So trying to be like Chris Brown, that's when I started crumping. That was kind of like originally my first style, but then I just fell towards a style in the Bay Area.
You got that light skin energy.
You feel me? Right. Richmond light skin, right. Just Richmond light skin. That's like the funny because a female.
Chris Brown gave
right. You're right, and thinking like I'm doing this stuff that I still do today. No, for real. Like even in a battle too, when I'm doing a hat flip and stuff like that, that was stuff that I developed when I was 12 years old. For real, I remember really being in the lab. The first move I ever tried to do was the wave. So whenever you see me out there and really just fucking with the hat flip, that's me really going back to my essence, and that's what I developed too.
You said that's where the crumping came from too? It was from your Chris Brown influence?
That's what made me start crumping back in the day. But the hat move, when I flipping and stuff like that, that's just what I came up with when I was 12. And me coming up with a move that I thought was actually pretty cool. And that's why going to the battle that I battled at the Turf Inc., when I went back to the basics, it made me feel like I went back to the essence of who I am turf-wise, too. I didn't feel 33 no more. I felt 16 again.
Damn.
Doing it, you know? So, that's what... Yeah, I did, you know, because that's when, that was when I did have everything to prove. You feel me? Yeah, that was when I had everything to prove. That's all I was focused on in life. It makes me realize how much turf dancing really did. It saved a lot of our lives, for real. It gave me a sense of purpose. Me being Turfn Girl, that's who I am to the world. So I wouldn't trade it for nothing. Me going back to the basics and going back to, you feel me, who I used to be, that's what helped push me forward. And it just helped spark back that fire in me to want to just dance again and be great. This is just how I am great to the world. This is what God gave me.
I'm proud of you and I'm rooting for you. And just for the record, you see the girls, well, you better know it's us. You better know it's us versus everybody. And if you ever want me out of 2-on-2 anything, I'll come out of retirement for you. But I'm rooting for you, being that you're still dancing. Anything you need, and I want you to capitalize on your hats and everything, especially after we release this interview, because they're attacking by copying and pasting. So what I need you to know is, after this interview, being that you're still dancing, this is just some game. Everything that you're discussing, you make sure you go capitalize on that. And if you ever need me to call and let's do a video call, if you ever want to pick an OG that you can't reach, do it, because you literally just said everything that they're not doing. The girls aren't on the hat tricks. Some of the NYC girls are, but they're not on the hat tricks. And then they can crump only so far. And we're going to need that when we finally bring it back to the point where, like the BET experience, you would have been a beautiful person to go down there and show them we can do what they do and what we do. You know what I'm saying? So just make sure, as you see some of the girls, when they fall off, when they got about 20 seconds of turf, you got both. Like, and then you can capitalize on that. Like, being that you have that, just capitalize on that and just know they're going to still be coming for you. They're always going to come for you, especially when you're out there. So do capitalize on your hats. Get back to the essence of you, because that's what kept you apart. That's something I never got into. So I got to give you your flowers on that. You have to do that, because also after you get done with these women, you're going to start taking down these men, because it's when you're doing turfing right, they can't fuck with you in that area either. So just know you get back to that. That's the essence you need to reside in. You know, your hats and your crumping and your turfing. You know what I'm saying? Because you're doing what they're trying to do.
It makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, and you got it. Capitalize on that, and especially after this interview, because they're gonna watch it and they might go try to get in the lab with I'm not even gonna give no name drops, because I don't want to go send them what to do it to, because I ain't teach you no hat tricks. But I'm telling you, capitalize on that. Because you got that. I got to give you your flowers. You feel me? I ain't got to know how to do it, because if somebody do it, I'm coming to get you. So you be ready.
Well, I'm gonna say we getting in the lab. We get in the lab. Because that makes you think a lot too.
We can get in the lab. I'll be like, but you my roots. You really part of the soil. So you got any and everything. I'm pulling up wherever.
Thank you.
So what's the first battle? What is the first time that you've seen a turf dance battle, and like what was your feeling from it? Even not I'm not talking about like official battle, but even on the street, like what did you see it on the street first? Did you go to an actual event first? And what did it make you feel like? What was your first emotions?
Okay, yes. Back to my first dance battle in full, real good moment of turfing. So I was about 14 years old. And it was back when I was in the studio. Because I became a studio engineer and started making beats when I was 14 years old. My dad got me my own studio. And he was taking me to a like beat battle with everybody playing beats and stuff. And it was going to be a battle. So I'm like, oh, okay, I want to go see the beat battle. So we're at some kind of like warehouse in West Oakland. I just remember it was in West Oakland, some warehouse. And while they're playing the beats, the whole floor opens up. And it just becomes a dance floor. And I just see a whole bunch of niggas coming out with, you feel me, stunners with no lenses and black hoodies, gigging, doing hella shit, going down to the floor, all kind of shit, hella jumping. I'm like, oh, what is this? I'm not even tripping off the music aspect. I'm just looking at the dancing. You feel me? Twisties, all of that in. It honestly looked around the time when y'all did that, probably that close to that Crumpin' verse LA, probably the first time. I mean, Crumpin' versus Bay the first time. It looked around that time. And I was like, ooh, that's clean. But then I get in the studio. My dad has me recording two guys, Calvin and AJ. Calvin was from 9-8 and AJ was from the Hunters. Rest in peace to both of them. It's fucking crazy. It's crazy. They both dead now. But while I'm recording them in the studio, I made a beat. And then while I'm playing the beat, Calvin, he started getting up dancing and shit, doing the same shit that I saw in the club that day. So I'm like, okay, that's what I see. And I'm like, what is that? Because, I'm still trying to dance, but I'm trying to find a style of my own. And he was like, oh, yeah, this is turfing. Then he went into the shake, you feel me? He was like, we used to dance like this. We used to make girls laugh at the party because they laugh because we dance like girls, just giving me the whole spiel. So I'm like, what is this? He types it in on YouTube. And the first video I saw was the Golden Gigs. When y'all did the Golden Gigs, maybe, I don't know if it was one or two, but it was like a big stadium. It was back when Scoop was in there, Retro was in it. Yeah, that clip. And I thought it was dope when I saw girls did it. It was probably you, Nettie. Honestly, it was probably you up there dancing, battling.
It was me and Danae.
Yeah, And I'm like, oh, okay, girls is doing it. So since girls doing it, I'm finna do it then.
Right.
I'm like, I'm finna do it then because they got girl. And that's honestly how Turfr Girl was born. From that moment, since I see girls doing it, I keep seeing this style. I'ma do this.
So music played a role in your life before dance. This is something that I'm just now putting together because you said so it was music first, then dance. Is that how it went with you? Okay.
And then that's dance pretty much took my whole. Because even though I'm back to the music now, but the second I started turf dancing and being at that age, and that's why 14, 15, 16, it was just full on dance. That took my attention away from the rap. I didn't get back to rap until about 18, 19 years old. But from that moment on, I just kept on dancing. I just filled my life.
Is that why you was always being on beat? Remember we used to laugh and I never used to have to tell you about being on beat like other niggas, right? Is that why? Because you made beats? That's why, because you never had that issue. Like,
and that's what made me think y'all was dope too. I'm like, okay, they make beats and stuff and rap just like I do. They raw.
That's the point people miss in the turfing too. And that's why I'm like, I can't keep up because it's like you guys forget that you got to catch the beats, right? Y'all forget y'all got to be on point. And literally, that's why it's important here for you to be here. Like you're like a hybrid. You're not just going for the turfing, you're going to rap week too. And it's even more beautiful to know your engineering side of your story because that's something new. Like to me, like that's hecka tight. I thought you was just a rapper. Yeah, I thought you was just Avatar. You do that too? Like, hold on.
I respect it. Yep. That's how it started.
I got an abstract question for you. It's not even like written down, but because I'm just thinking about it, because I remember my moment. How was it when you got good enough, right? To where you can start dancing to the beats you made. How did that feel? Do you do that? Do you test your beats by
feeling myself. It makes me feel like I'm cheating. When I dance to my stuff and dance to my own songs, I feel like I'm cheating because I know what's coming next. I made it. I know exactly what's coming in the beat. I be feeling like I'm cheating. I'm cheating.
They don't never let you use that at a battle. You ain't never said, yeah, I'm finna make a beat and bring it to the battle on these niggas real quick.
I have before. I have a few years ago. I have. But you know how battling is now. That's why I miss the aux chord days so bad. Let me play whatever song I've been dancing to in the lab. I don't want to dance to, you feel me, EBKJ-Bo or something like that. And when I get there, we playing Barbie Girl in a Barbie world. Like, it's going to throw me off. It's going to throw me off. Like, it's going to throw me off.
In a Barbie world, though. Life's fantastic.
In the Barbie world, so I gotta learn. You feel me? You know, and I'm gonna do it, and that's what challenges me too a lot as a dancer. Because I'll be like, if you're gonna turf, you have to be able to turf to anything. How can I blend my style into Gasolina like that? And so that's just what makes it hard at the battle sometimes. But it's actually a hump I'm trying to overcome. That's why when I get in the lab now, I'll play my turf dance music, but to try to give myself some unpredictability, I will throw on some random that Barbie Girl in a Barbie world. You feel me?
But at the
same time,
when
you started, what was the environment like?
Yeah.
When I first started, honestly, I was by myself. I would spend a lot of time in the lab by myself, looking at videos day in and day out. I was looking at everything at the time was BA, a little bit. What's the other group? What did Animaniacs turn into after Animaniacs?
The GoBots.
Well, we were back in the day. No sympathy. No sympathy. No sympathy.
No sympathy.
No sympathy. I was looking at when I first started. No sympathy.
No Sympathy is it's like Poppin' T and Dav and Rated R group. Like the Animaniacs are still there. I'm gonna say this since we're talking about it. That's when
Oh, okay.
Dav
Oh, yeah.
decided
Inform me.
to go make another
wasn't
group
Gary
for
in
whatever reasons, and they made up No Sympathy. So yeah, I don't know.
And that reminds me too of another battle that I forgot to mention, because my dad, I don't know how I figured out about it, but he took me to another battle in Oakland, and that's where I saw Dab for the first time. I saw E for the first time, Dab. Honestly, you, Ronnie, you and Shep were probably there. I just didn't know y'all at the moment, and I was hella young. But I remember seeing a lot of No Sympathy, BA, and Turfns when I first started coming out, and I labbed alone. My environment.
Wait, who? Okay, I don't know why I feel like DNA and Gary were in No Sympathy, but who was in No Sympathy, y'all? I don't know why I feel like they were like in No Sympathy. Who was in No
It was
Sympathy?
Rated R, Dav,
Okay.
right? B, Slow Mo, Dav, Rated R.
PS.
Yeah. Who else? Damn, I can't. It was like 6 of them, right? I know it's some type
I
of
don't think he was
controversy
in it at the
because
time, though.
I know it was some type of controversy going on because at the time, Poppin' T told me he started that group originally Rated R, and he said Dav took it from him because he's the elder and he's more popular, and took the No Sympathy from him. That's something that was going around with Poppin' T and them back. So I don't know, because we were like, I was in like Animaniacs. I was like, I really wasn't like, that was neither here or there. So that's I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't even know the rest of No Sympathy. But there was a thing for him. They were a thing for him for a minute though.
Okay. Okay, my bad, y'all. I needed a little
that's what I first started watching.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, But that was my environment though. I would just sit up and look at a whole bunch of videos like that. But it wasn't until I had my first dance battle officially against Ladia Yates.
All right, let me say
Back then,
first, wait, this is a Nettie question. You battled Ladia too, right? Am I correct?
Yeah, Gaster 6 rounds. 2 different battles.
So both of you guys battled Ladia. So let me hear your Ladia story. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
so, this one. So back in the day when I first started in 08, what everyone was doing, everyone would just film themselves and upload it on YouTube. That was a way for everybody to figure out about you back then. So I'm just doing that, you know, little videos here and there, learning. And I get a message from Ladia Yates. I don't know who she is. No one knows who I am. I'm in the lab by myself. She wants to battle. I'm like, okay, fine. And I'm like, where you want to battle at? This is when I had just moved to Hercules at the time. I had just left from Richmond. So I'm like, since she's from Richmond too, I'm like, we could come back down to Richmond. I knew a spot we was going to battle at and everything. I'm like, we could come down there. She was like, no, I'll come to you. I'm like, okay, this girl sounds serious. So she came to Hercules. And that's why there's one spot in Hercules. It's like the coolest, calmest little park. But that's where me and her met up at a parking lot. I remember just putting on an outfit, walking down there. I wish I could find the battle because I look just so hurt in the video. I don't know why I put on what I put on. And I just put on an outfit to go get chewed in. I went down there. I didn't know what I was doing. I remember what I was trying to do. I remember me trying to do some shit like this. But she chewed me. She chewed me real bad. That was my first battle. She chewed me so bad. And she uploaded it. And then I'm saying all the comments because, you know, she's already famous already. So it's like they dogging me, walking me in the comments.
Did you feel like it was, let's stick on this subject for a minute. Do you feel like it was bait? Because do you feel like you were still coming up? She was already on and she was just looking for battles that, like, that's a handicap match, right? Like, you got a message out of nowhere. Did you have a video up even of yourself? Did you have any viral videos up of yourself going yet? Or you didn't have nothing on?
Not really.
So she just was
whatever I was putting up.
Damn.
No,
she just found you and was like,
she did me too.
Let me battle
that's
you.
How she did me too. She came
in one of the battles.
She was battling fresh. Yeah, that's how she did me. She did a little fake kick over my head and almost kicked me. And they were battling fresh and Giggers. So I got her and Giggers together. And then she tried it again on another round. I guess she thought she was gonna have it together this round. So boom, that was another gas. Like, you want this smoke, you know? You want this smoke?
Yeah.
Like, don't trip. Because now it's like you have evolved.
She's a powerhouse.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
She was on her shit.
But one thing that I can say is now being compared to then and now. I watch her now. Salute to her, to all her young dancers. Salute to her dance studio. But as far as a battle dancer, she can't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? She's still doing the same from then. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to salute you. If you were to get into a battle now and get in your lab and do, you have more to offer. So if you ever wanted to get that publicly, just know, go take that publicly. But also that could be something for you. Run it back, because one thing I'm noticing though, Turfn Girl, a lot of these girls who know or who have a platform, they don't want to share it, and it's not them saying, oh, I'm bigger and better. They know that you're a threat, and they don't want their followers to see it. So now it's just, oh, I did this back then. Okay, we can do that again. So that may be something you want to think about too, dancing and battling. If you want to come back, tell her I want to run that back, and you capitalize on the things that you got. You know what I'm saying? Because she can be taught, but it doesn't stick. She had her cell memory is the same exact split, flip, kick, the same shit from then. So you can go watch the battle from then if you were to be able to find it, study it, and go ahead. You see how she doing her thing? Get in the lab. That's the tactic. And take it on. Take it on one. Because you literally got the juice. You know what I'm saying? And you've evolved a lot. And some people have not. So that's, I'm just saying, because you belong to us.
Hey, that
would be a big one. We'd sell tickets with that one, right? And the Maniacs, I have to, y'all sell tickets with that one.
Look, hold on.
But yeah,
it's coming.
Let's get back to the comment box. The comments.
I'm telling you, the comment box. So, look, 15-year-old Turfn Girl, just 15-year-old me. Everybody's, oh, you're trash. This and that.
Wow.
I'm arguing with people, saying I got new messages. But then, even then, I had to think. I'm like, you know what, Jasmine? Why do you dance? Why did you start turf dancing?
Right.
The underlining reason I started turf dancing is because I just wanted to know how to dance. I wanted to be that person. If I'm just asked, can you dance and bust a move? Where here I go. So I'm like, forget what these people are saying. I'm just starting. They don't know me and I don't know them, but I'm gonna show them. I'm gonna show them all. But that went from me meeting my friend Q, because Q is her little cousin. And he was at the battle. And instantly after that, like a day or two later, he's like, oh, let's meet up in lab. I want to get a group together, so let's practice. I'm like, okay. So then every Saturday, I'm glad we're thinking about this, though. This is my true humble beginnings. Every Saturday, we met up at Hilltop Mall. And I remember us getting in front of Hilltop Mall, and we're standing in front of McDonald's, looking at ourselves in a reflection of the glass door. And I'm like, okay, so what are we doing? He was like, this is a lab. We was just always labbing at the mall. And that became my environment. Every Saturday, my life was dedicated to going to the mall. I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna get to that mall by 12 o'clock, and we gonna dance. And around that time, a lot of other kids would dance. Like, this is truly a dancing life. Like, people would just have different groups. So it was me and him at first. And then we met our partner Greg, and he would try to do the touch and stuff. He used to always be talking mess, telling me he had more touch than me. I'm like, nigga, no, you don't. But anyways,
I remember you had
yeah, back in the day, you feel me? And we formed a group. And whenever we would see anybody else in the mall dancing, we own them. We walking up to them. It's some clips now. I'm going to send you some old stuff. One of those moments that we had where our group ran into another group, and we met downstairs by the thing, and we finna battle right here, right now. And that's what my environment was. Just dancing with my friends. Okay, yeah, I'm going to send it to you. You're going to see an old clip of me, too.
Yeah.
You feel me? Before the dreads, all of that. And it became me and Ladia Yates' cousin named Lil Q.
What was the name of the group? All right, let's keep talking about that. How did that, so you got you and Q, what did that develop into? Or let's add this into your timeline. So around what time was this, and then what did this change to?
This was around 2009, I want to say. And we were called the Team Gigabytes. Oh, yeah, you taking me back too. I had to battle Q. He wanted to battle me. After she battled, he wanted to battle. So I'm like, okay, then let's do it again. Second battle. I'll send you that battle too. You can see the clips is so old, like 15, 30-second clips in front of them all in the parking lot. I went with my dad. Here it is again. I'm telling everybody talking mess about me. I'm finna come battle again. So me and him battle. Right. And then he like, yeah, I chewed you, but let's be a group. So it's like, okay, I love our old team. No, it was a lot of competition, but we would inspire each other a lot. He'd be like, I'm the rawest one over here. He used to say stuff like that. But yeah, we was called Team Gigabytes, and we would be just at the mall labbing, and whoever we would come across dancing, that's what we was doing. We was on them.
All right, hold on.
What's happening? No. And hopefully they follow your lead and tell their history. Like you have an even bigger part in history than you know. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I just regret, matter of fact, fuck regretting it. It's a whole future to make.
I was gonna say, yeah, no regrets. Whatever you want to do, we gonna do it.
We were fine. Like you got this whole history, and it's like you really are one of the people actually around, really from the Bay. Like, and I don't have that. That's why I'm not amused by people, because you're not from my soil. Because in reality, they're always going to come for us. And I just love that you stayed in the game and you're still in the game. Like, that's the bomb. Like, and then with your rapping too, like I just saw an event. Now, did you host that? Was that something you put together? You were dressed so nice. Now, can you inform the people about where you're at right now with things besides the battle, what you're battling and with your music?
Okay, so yeah, right now I do host at the clubs a lot, and I've been going to Mr. Fab's Music Mondays. And I can't lie, after going to them, that turned me up. That turned me up a lot, going to these Music Mondays. And too, like being out at the club last night too. And it's about the Turfn. Everybody was on me because I was gigging with a blunt and my cup still in my hand. They like, how she did? She ain't even spilling it. You just up in there gigging.
Pass the blood.
You feel me? It's the dancing. It still gives me that love and that attention. That's what makes me as big as I am today, honestly. It's the dancing. I really love it.
Okay, so you a quadruple threat. You know what I'm saying? You dance, you rap, you feel me? You make beats, you feel me? And you perform. You know what I'm saying? You just all around. You're a triple threat. You know, what else can you do? What else do you want to tell the followers? Like, Renee, get a question out there. I know you got something to make.
Since you talking about Music Mondays, though, I want to know this. How does it feel? Like, how does it feel for you in that space? You're in a male-dominated space. When it comes to dancing, comes to the music, how do you navigate through that space? And do you get any backlash? Do you feel it's harder for you, like an uphill battle, or do you feel like you get the?
I get the love. I get the love, and Mr. Fab, he gave me my flowers there too. Cause the last song I've been performing, my song is unreleased yet, called Boss Baby. Y'all gonna see it soon. But he got on the mic, he was like, even though I'm over there playing my dominoes, that don't mean I'm not listening. He was like, Turfr girl, I see what you doing. Keep doing what you doing. This a female, she going crazy right now, and don't sleep on her. And to hear another legend, to hear y'all legends just say just kind words and uplifting words like that to me, it really makes me want to move forward. It really does. But yeah, I've really been moving mean, working on this, getting my music out through the streets, having the streets listen to me.
You've been making music for a while, man.
Make sure you send it. Make sure you send it.
I will. I'm gonna send it to you.
Yeah. What's up with Stifler? You ain't got no more Stifler songs? What's going on with y'all?
We got some stuff coming too. Yeah,
I see the clip of him. I see the clip of him with his skinny ass jeans. Jeans was tight. Hey, I thought his jeans was about to take his blood pressure if he sat down. Them jeans was hella tight.
And that's still moving me.
Shout out Stifler. That's the homie though. That's the homie.
Yep.
That's tight.
Stifler,
So
aka Max Free.
We got you and we from Music Mondays. Because when he performed at Music Mondays
y'all make some good songs though. Y'all make some good music together. Honestly though.
Thank you.
We move it. I didn't even think of that. We had to get Stifler ass on here too, for sure.
Oh yeah, too. Cause there's a part I didn't tell too, because he comes in at a really good chapter in my turf dancing life. Because after Q had moved away, Team Gigabytes turned into a cold-hearted situation, and that's what me and Stifler created. And we would host our battles down at Fernandez Park in her and that's where I met Aussie. Aussie too. Aussie is a fucking legend. He has been dancing as long as I have. He was there at those bad. We used to call him Keandre House.
Right. I thought he was new too.
Aussie is not new.
Come on.
Aussie is not new. Aussie has been dancing as long as I have.
That's
as long as
I don't know why that's hard.
He was there.
He's been dancing for that long, so it's just he's a late bloomer. Then, like it took him until now to get clean and to get it. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, he was dancing with us back then. Back when we would have them kids, we would call it Keandre House. It was our one partner we would go to, and we'd have battles and stuff in his house. It would be either there or Fernandez Park. But Aussie was there. Aussie been doing this as long as I have.
So he is older, because I'm just trying to since we on the topic, because he really disappointed me recently, you know what I'm saying, with the baby, you know, with the youth, with Polo, you know, and being that he's been in the game this long, that kind of made me even more disappointed. Like, it's tears in my eyes, because the response, you would think that he was some new person trying to be somebody, and he has roots in the game too, like, you know what I'm saying, and being somebody near you, it's like people have to remember who they are and know that they don't have to respond the way that they think they do, because you are a part. This is your nation. Everybody, they say, oh yeah, I'm from the Bay, nowhere near it, and they come capitalize off our shit. We should never be bothered by anything and anybody in our purpose, and our purpose is for a little kid to want to be like you, to want to watch you, and to know that he's been around as long as you. It's just like diabolical to me, because I didn't know, and in reality, he should have had nothing to worry about. He's so sealed and delivered, he didn't even know it yet. So hopefully he watches this interview and remembers his history, and remembers that he has nothing to prove and nothing to gain by taking away from anybody. He is actually from turf, the turf culture. He's from the Bay. Like, people who we may think got more viewers. Yeah, you know, people who may think that they have more viewers or whatever, they're our mascots. We really from this shit. You feel me? We can never be burnt out. We can never be played out. You know, we're like the new avatars, like how we have different Marvel characters and DC characters and shit. We want to be like the kids who were supposed to want to be like us.
Standalones, yeah. And I think Aussie is really dope. I was just with him in the club last night. He was there with me, turning me up. Oh yeah, Aussie is really dope. Sometimes it just takes a while to come into yourself, into your style. But shoot, if I had to battle Aussie, I'd go full out. I wouldn't take him lightly. He got that energy. You feel me? I like how he comes. And when it comes to the youth, I love the fact that the youth want to turf. Especially seeing kids dance that are younger than me. They can borrow all the moves. I encourage any youth. You can go to any old Turfr girl video right now. Take whatever move I got on there and remix it. These kids can have all our moves. You know, we want to turn them up. I love the youth. I love Polo. I love Rue. Who the other Aria too. All the youth out there, even the youth that I didn't name and don't know yet.
Baby,
you know, I love to see the youth. Junie, all the kids. And that's one thing I noticed too. There wasn't that many kids out when I was dancing like this. So this is a really fun time to be dancing. I like to see kids doing it. And shout out to Okami too, because that's the one person that I seen not even from America. He done turned into a full-blown Bay nigga. All the way in Florida. It's like, you feel me? The gigs, the dreads. I'm like, okay, you from Paris, but you from out here. We don't say you from like Berkeley or something. We just gonna say you from Berkeley.
We took you. Man, he could be
you feel me?
Yeah,
okay.
Renee, you want him. You want him from me, you want him in the West, because I want him in the East.
He from the East, he from all that.
Look, he's from Brookfield first.
All that. It is really dope to see. I'm really happy to see that Turfn. Yeah, I love Okami. I got to see him next time he come out here. I miss him every time. But yeah, I love to see the youth do it. I love to see people around the world pick up turf dancing. And my mission now too is to keep the foundation strong. Because I'm actually about to start teaching turf dancing again over at a school on Fruitvale to the youth out there. And I'm real heavy on the foundation, because that's one thing I peeled from Crump. To learn Crump, you got to go back to the foundation. And I feel like me going back to the foundation of turf, that helped me get out of the rut that I was in and also open up my box, because that's what everybody needs. Turfing is built on originality, and we can be inspired everything what we get from each other, but you got to do it a different way. Like even looking at your video on the cliffhanger and clean how you bust a cliffhanger too. You got me me practicing the shit, you feel me, with the neck roll, but everything has to look different. You feel me? Your cliffhanger, my cliffhanger is gonna be different from yours, Ronnie. It's gonna be different from yours, Ned. We do the same things, but we gotta make it different and original. And that's what's fun about it. So shout out to everybody that's just picking up turfing. Young, old, America, from another country, you know, I appreciate you dancing. That's what keep our movement alive.
Thank you. Like
So
you
how do
said,
you
keep
get into
our
this
movement
teaching
because it's
part?
our soil. Sorry,
Thank
ask
you.
that again. I didn't hear.
Oh no, you
The
good, you
teaching,
good.
I first started teaching in an after school program. If it's 2026, maybe 2019. That's when
So you
I
been in
had
there.
my first and I had like several different classes. I had like 3 different classes because they was like, yeah, you dance. We see you dance all the time. We want you to teach a dance class. I'm like, okay. And that helped me lay out how to actually teach dancing. I remember then I taught them tuts. I taught them storytelling in the art of dance battling. And just what I knew at the time. And the kids loved it. They loved the dance battling. And I'm like, yeah, pair up, make a tag team. Everybody got their partner and they would come there, do their routines and just battle each other. And I just wanted to make them fall in love with turfing. And now since I'm doing it again, starting next week too, I'm heavy on the foundation of turf. You feel me? The footwork and the storytelling, especially, and teaching on a lot of the stuff that you taught me back in the day, Ron. You know, labbing with
Yeah, I
you
appreciate it.
truly changed my life. No, I tell everybody, even the
Yours
people
too?
don't even know. I'm like, yes, no, I lab with Ron 3 times at the most. 3 times at the most. I went to a battle out there in a town. I forgot where it was at. That's what put me on. I forgot who I chewed, but I met Agatha that day, and from that point forward, I became the best turf dancer I can be. Labbing with Ron, it took me out of the box that I was in, because that's why I'm not blaming you or nothing like that, but I can't just stand there and tut no more. Labbing with Ron, it's like I'm a freestyle dancer. I gotta just move. I can't just stand here and do all of this. That's not doing nothing for me. So labbing with you, Ron, those 3 times and
I
really
appreciate it.
zoning in on just the essence of turf. And that's how I teach people now. Just like how you taught me. You feel I'm gonna stand there and just watch and be like, okay, well, yeah, you could do this different, do this
Let me
different.
show
You
you how
feel
to
me?
make it better. I'm gonna make you a better you. I'm gonna help you bring out what
Yes.
you're trying to do. Never was like,
Yes.
yo, look like
Mm-hmm.
me. Never, it's never like that. It's
Mm-hmm.
like, I see what you want to do. Let me help you do what you want to do and get there
Exactly.
better.
See you.
You
That's
know?
that's what creates the monster. And so many people, and I say that you can literally watch our videos forward and backwards, but you have to be able to be a good student, you know, but also that's what makes you a good teacher, because you don't want someone to look like you. And we see that a lot. And I know we all see that right now in the turf world. We can tell who's learned from who. And that's why a lot of people, it's like, even though you have the opportunity to teach, doesn't mean that you're a teacher, because you're teaching people how to look like you. You're not watching people and how they're shaped and what their strong points are, or what their body moves like, to be able to tell them, well, you don't need to do a dissect a body. You need to stay up in the air and work your upper body, or you don't need feet. You need to work on your popping or your waves. If people can't chew gum and walk at the same time. Like, you're very right. And that's what really got me raw for me. Like, literally, like the grenade, and you feel me, the dabs and the motherfucking the ants and the DNAs and the sheps and the corns. It's like they teach you what you need to do. And that takes a lot of I salute you too, Jasmine, Turfer girl, because that takes constructive criticism. Like, you will get it's good. You come off raw, but they raw with your ass too. Like, you have to literally take some hits and take some, you can't do this, don't do that, don't do this, like, do this. Like, they literally teach you how to be your best self, but you got to be able to take constructive criticism. And that's what a lot of these dancers can't do right now. They say that you're hating, or you want me to look like you. Well, if you're not looking like us, then you're not a turfer. Respectfully, you're just a dancer. Straight up. This just started in the 1970s. You feel me? This is only 2020. You know what I'm saying? It's 1970s. We 80s babies and 70s, and you feel me? And so forth, early 90s. You cannot say, oh, I'm just going to do. They don't change your pirouette. They don't change your freaking B-girl stance. So don't come trying to change turfing. And you got to come to the fathers. You know what I'm saying? You got to come to the fathers, you know, and gratefully, you know, even though Dad was one of the people brought in. He's not one of the fathers, he is still one of the people, that I learned from, but it wasn't easy. So I want to give you another set of flowers because you learned from the goats, but you earned from the goats because they wasn't teaching nobody that they didn't believe in. Now it's way easier to get close to some of them, but then what? You earned that. I'm telling you, you the bomb. He saw something in you.
Thank you. I remember coming up there. Right on Foothill, having to come out there. I was determined for those labs.
With Shaka and with footwork and with creation. Like, hell,
popping tea
popping tea.
Yeah, that's another chapter. Yeah, that was another chapter of my life too.
Because made me remember.
And being down there on Fruitvale too, because it went from cold-hearted situation, and that's when we met you, and y'all had us in the lab. Y'all remember y'all was teaching us popping. Y'all was teaching us everything. Y'all had us rougher. Y'all had a little youth squad though. Y'all really did.
Yeah, y'all was bro. Like I remember now. I forgot about creation. I was like, bro, man, we was in there. Creation was getting so saucy. Like he was just dogging shit for a minute. Like I remember he was just out of your battle dogs. All y'all was really getting like just there, but all you guys look different. That's why I used to love. It's like, man, you can come to the lab and all y'all gonna be fucking with it, but all y'all got your own personality, your own things going. But it's hard, but it's also hard in this culture because you come from your era where a lot of people are like they chase popularity. And I think that's what happened for a while. People were so focused on being popular and being seen, you know what I'm saying, to try to get to some type of bag that you'd rather go do the things that'll get you oohs and ahs over putting the work in to make your body look like the ooh and ah. Like you should be able to just bust a couple moves and people are like, whoa, going crazy. You shouldn't have to have like 800 power moves and doing it. Like, why are you working that hard? You shouldn't have. If you look good, you don't have to work that hard. You know what I mean? That's how my thought process always was. So you always stuck to your guns. But that also means in this day and age, not winning some battles. Like Nettie's saying, of course you're not going to win some. Because they're going to be biased towards a certain type of history that they want or a certain type of look that they want because it fits the bill. So that's something that's always an uphill battle when you say, I'm just going to fuck with it regardless, because then you got to fuck with, we're not in the era of that, but now it's changing with the youth. So that's why I'm glad that you're teaching. Nettie wants to jump back teaching.
The foundation. Because that's what it's about.
The foundation is back. The originality is going to come back. Watch how all these kids start looking different. Even Rue and Polo and all the kids, they all look different than each other.
When they started going on their own, and they start watching, when we start honestly, and it's not saying I'm trying to take from anybody else. No, I am. You can tell who's watching who. You can tell when they start watching certain individuals that are like Renee. He can do it all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's a freaking chameleon. Like you can tell when the kids, they tell the stories and they're not just, it's not Broadway. Like all these facial expressions, it's like you animate your moves, not your like it's like spirit fingers. No, like he was really getting out there and throwing his hair and bam, you can tell like the difference in someone who, like, when you was around, we used to call it the weak nigga. You can tell who's literally watching and thinking that they can fake it, but you really have to learn it. Because the boogie for one has to be in you. The groove has to be in you. It has to come in you. And it's something that us Bay Areans are born with. But also everybody does the same cliff, the same kick out, the same shimmy, the same breakdown, and they do it over and over with the same bone break. That's probably fucking up their body because everybody is not supposed to be a breaker. And then they do the same. Now they're doing the same dissectabot. Exactly. I ain't did that shit hella long, and I'm damn near 40 years old. You're not gonna catch me doing anything. I can split, back flip, whatever. I'ma save it. You feel me? But I'ma save it to save myself. You got to pay me to high. You feel me, to get low. All else. So you going back to the foundation.
You gotta pay me to high to get low.
On the real, get low. You feel me? I'm serious. But you can teach. And when I tell people you can't teach, it's not me telling them you can't dance. It's like you're not done learning. Everybody's saying we love how the game is evolved. No, There's breaking belongs to New York. Tutting belongs to the Asians, the Filipinos, the Chinese. That is their thing. A lot of the stuff when you add storytelling with the isolation and the waving and the popping, like the Boogaloo BKA down to the Turf Foundation moves in our stories, shooting dice, shit that people don't do. They do understand it. These people don't know what to do because they're not done learning, and they're teaching these kids. That's why people don't know the difference in turn up dance and turfing. That's beautiful. You need to get back and teach. You need to know your purpose, and you need to know them battles. I'm glad you now know it's a tactic. Don't be discouraged. Don't add them to no losses. Don't start tallying them up and get out there and we creating the babies. You know what I'm saying? Because you know the foundation. You can teach. Everybody can go get a class and get an after school program. It's out there. But you actually are rooted in the soil, and you need to teach. You know what to teach, and you know how to teach people to be their best self. That's what it's about. It's a freedom. Turfing is freedom. It's a way of expression for sure, but it's freedom. It's a way when you do it right, you can tune out, like that one Biker Boys episode where he was down when Primo went down, and he was just when the daddies found out the son was the daddy or whatever, and it was just like tunnel vision. That's how it could set you free. And your purpose is to teach. That's why you're still here. You can't be done. Some people can sit down. Some people can go do elsewhere. But that's not your purpose. You have a purpose. You have a calling on you. You feel me? I must say, and I'm glad. Go ahead and teach. Go ahead and do your thing. It's time for us to start doing it. And not people just doing it because they got 50,000 followers or something. Yeah, go ahead and do your shit. It's for you. It's yours.
I want you to get your space to tell everybody where to follow you at. Tell us some new music that's coming out, anything that you got going. But let me give you this last question from me though. So you got a young kid, 12 years old right now, looking at your videos, looking at all this turf dancing, right? From your experience, this kid wants to get into entertainment, music and dancing. What is a piece of information can you tell this young kid right now? What is something valuable that you can tell this kid that they can hold on to?
Remember why you're doing what you're doing, and always hold on to that so you'll never lose sight of what you're really here for. People will try to come tell you how to be, to try to reshape you, but never allow someone else to have that ability to shape who you are. But remember why you're doing this, because that's what helped me along. That's what kept me dancing. That's what kept me from giving up. Remembering why I wanted to dance. So that's what I would tell a kid. Remember why you are doing this and always hold on to that.
That sounded like a Maury message right there.
Yeah, like
I literally got to put some violin or some shit behind that and put that up as a clip. Like I got the dramatic music. That was, hey, you good? Okay. You made a clip. You knew exactly what you was doing. You just made a clip for me.
That's one of her shorts. That's one of her shorts. That's one of your shorts. Like Renee, that's one of her shorts.
Oh, okay, on
the dramatic music, dun, 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 and you leaped in. You said, "You know what?
Day after day, seems like I was
believe in yourself. Believe."
Right. Heck of funny. Yeah, do it, y'all. Please.
Hey, no. Hey, I'm glad. Thank you for coming. I want to hold you, man. I had like 50 questions, but it's just, Jazz, we just gonna talk. So if the world don't know, it's like, man, it's the only. So,
and we really never kind of go
everybody. Daddy, you do this better than
comments. I do. We never. I gotta give you a little bit more. Look, just another bouquet before we leave. Y'all know we literally get to show and tell everything about our guests. This is about you guys, but we actually did something with you that we very rarely do, which was give commentary on battles and things like that. But you one of ours. Like, it's a safe space, but you're also a safe space for us. You know what I'm saying? So thank you for discussing that with us. Sharon, being that you are still in the battlefield, and if any clapback, I'm coming out swinging. But y'all know who I am. I'm really hella thankful for Jasmine, BK. Girl, I'm not gonna tell you I've been calling you just Turfr Girl. I know your name is Jasmine, but you Turfr Girl. You know what I'm saying? And I'm now sitting with you and knowing, I don't feel personal anymore that you have Turfr Girl on your name. I just want you to be closer to the motherfucking turf, So I'm proud of you. I'm rooting for you. Anything you need, I'm here. We're going to have you up here again when we do our live topics. I would like for you to join in. Y'all already know how to find me, the lioness underscore 88. TikTok, I keep promising y'all I'm going to get back to it, but I forgot about it. I care about my people, not the platforms. I'll let you know. So Nettie from the Brook, go subscribe. Turfn 101. Y'all already know my motherfucking mentor, my partner, my everything up there. Y'all know who he is. He gonna give his But Jasmine, BKA Turfr Girl, BKA still Turfr Girl, BKA still 2026, about that action, Well, not BA, but yeah, do your thing. Let them know where to find you. Let them know your platforms. Let them know where you let them know where to find your music. Let them know where to come see you in live performance. Shout out to Music Mondays. Let them know. Just let them know some more.
Okay, yep. Y'all can follow me right now on Instagram at official Turfr Girl. That's my new Instagram page. Y'all can catch me at your local Music Monday. Shout out to Mr. Fab. I got an EP dropping called Big Swish, and I want everybody, especially when this interview come out, lock in the date, April 25th at a venue somewhere in Oakland. We will be having my birthday bash. I want all the dancers, everybody to come out. Turfr Girls birthday bash, April 25th. I would love to see y'all there.
Hey, I'll lock it in.
Okay.
It's nothing from here. Give me an excuse, a reason to go to the Bay.
Yep.
Look, hold on, look, Fab.
I'm gonna make it worth your while.
Fab got that first level. We got some Lux plug. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm getting. The love is there, and every one thing I must say for the community, Fab's event, Fab's place will be good. You still got Youth Uprising to be good if you want to do a little event. Anything you need. You know what I'm saying? We could come together. Whatever you want. Just now, come on, King. Go ahead and take us. Now you take us out. You take us out, King. King.
Thank y'all for. Hey, welcome to another episode. We love y'all. You getting the subscribers up, like I said. We still on the road to 10K. I remember like 2-3 months ago, we was at like 900. Now we're like 6,000 something on YouTube.
Okay.
So whatever y'all been doing and sharing and all that shit has been working. I be getting messages from people in other countries. This shit is wild. But thank you for watching, all the support, everybody that's come on here for the Turfn Talks podcast. Subscribe to YouTube, TURFN_101. It's Turfn 101. Same handle on Instagram. You can find all the clips, the full interviews, interview clips, tutorials. The Turf Vault, where now we're finding great videos, examples of the turfing that we see. We're putting them in the Turf Vault. Go to the Turf Vault and check out a bunch of different turf dances you can see. You can get a glimpse of different styles. Jazz, I'm glad that you came in. You know what I'm saying? You're one of the staples in the game when it comes to the women. You've been doing this for a while. We're honored to have your presence. And Ladia, we need that. We need another round. Ladia, we need another round.
Need that.
I'm going to leave it on that.
No, I'm just 6
we
rounds.
We're going to need that, Ladia. We're going to need that. I'm sorry. We're going to need that.
I'm going to let her breathe.
But nah. Shout out to Ladia though. But yeah, shout out to Turfn Girl.
Shout out Ladia. Real Richmond.
Talks,
shout
man.
out Ladia. She in Bay Area. Gotta give her some flowers.
Yeah, powerhouse. She the powerhouse.
Yeah, she for sure is, man. But we'll be back, man. You guys gonna see us again on the next one. And y'all be easy.